Hey there guys, welcome back to Sanji's Kitchen. Did you miss me? So for today we're doing the meat on a bone, which is the most iconic piece from One Piece itself. It's just a giant drumstick. So I thought it was just a regular like drumstick. No, it's not that. Apparently this recipe calls for a lot more, so you wonder why I have this? Why don't we get started with the very first step? Firstly, before anything else, is that this recipe calls for hard-boiled eggs. I never hard-boiled an egg in my life, so why don't we start how it's supposed to be done? Alright, the recipe calls for 4 eggs. So we got our eggs in a bowl. Well, not bowl, saucepan. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some water in it, in our saucepan, and now we have to wait for these eggs to hard boil. This is going to take forever, but that's the sound of the water that's off to the side of it. We're making great progress here, guys. Great progress. Okay, now that the water is boiling, we have to cover this. And I got set for about 10 minutes, so that way I think this will give to an consistency of hard-boiled eggs. I don't know, I'm not a fan of hard-boiled eggs, but this is what we'll get. So, monitor your eggs. Okay, this part I had to do off camera because it deals with boiling hot water, but you're going to carefully, after about 10 minutes, you're going to take your eggs, which should be hard-boiled, but there's 2, so you don't have to peel. So you're going to let them sit in a cold, icy water bath, which there was a ton of ice in here, and now it's mostly melted. So you actually get to let this sit in here for a while, which is what I'm going to do because I don't know how long this will sit. So this will give us time to do some chicken. Yay! But basically I'm wondering, Casey, you say that it's not just chicken. No, there's like 2 different types of chicken. So I'm going to be reading the exact ingredients that you're needing for this recipe in particular, such as 4 chicken drumsticks, 4 hard-boiled eggs, 1 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs, 3 tablespoons of milk, and here is where I thought I was already done the recipe beforehand. But then we get to the mix that you need with it, such as 18 ounces of ground chicken. I'm working with 16 ounces, so it's going to be a little bit less. 1 teaspoon of salt, a little black pepper, and an egg, and along with some vegetable oil. Keep in mind, it says vegetable oil. It doesn't say how much vegetable oil. And also, more importantly, now that I am really looking at it, the oil is just for your hands. Why? Like, honestly, in my opinion, you don't need vegetable oil because you're gonna be wearing gloves. Why? But in the recipe should look like this, which is basically kind of looks like the kind of meat on a bone. But then again, I've seen so many different people on TikTok make their own take on it and all that, but also we're gonna modify some of this recipe, just mainly in seasonings, because this recipe calls for a very, very bland chicken, and we're not gonna let that happen. We're gonna make these chicken drumsticks here, only 4 of them. We're gonna tulip them. What this means is that we're gonna be cutting right into it, and we're gonna roll the meat out. So I got a cutting board here just in case. We're gonna put 4 of them on here. I've never done this before. I've never tuliped a chicken before. Look at this. Look at this drumstick. What do you see?
Salmonella?
Yeah, not sure where I'm supposed to go, but here we go. Make sure that you use kitchen scissors, and you're gonna cut. I think that's what I have to do. I don't know. I'm just gonna cut it around it. Goes like this. Look at that. Will this be safe for YouTube content? We don't know.
Let's find out.
But for podcast content, we'll also find out. 1 down. 3 more to go. Yay! That took a little bit, but we got our drumsticks turned into tulips in a way. And we got 2 left over that we're gonna just do normal like seasoning on it. We'll probably I'll probably put like the same like breadcrumbs stuff in on it. Maybe, I'm not sure yet, but these are our non-tulip drumsticks that we'll do. And we're gonna leave these alone for a bit because we need to do the mix. We're gonna do the breadcrumb mixture, so it's gonna call for 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs and about 3 tablespoons of milk. You could choose whatever milk choice we have. We're just using 2% reduced fat milk. Alrighty, we're gonna take our breadcrumb milk mixture and we're going to mix it until it's all nicely incorporated as best I can. Honestly, I call this the most interesting mixture in the world. Alright. Like so. It should look like this. And we're going to put this off to the side, and we're actually going to take our hard-boiled eggs. I'm going to check on them, because we need to start peeling these guys, because you cannot put a shelled hard-boiled egg into our mixture. So we're going to do a little bit of shelling. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. My first hard-boiled. I'm also trying to be very careful because it sounds like it's still squishy inside. But you have to make sure that you carefully, what do you mean carefully, get all of the eggshells off. I'll probably be soaking this a few times. That's why we have the water next to us. Yay, guys. Houston, we have a problem. We have an exploded egg. And this is my first time hard-boiled eggs, so I don't think that is actually supposed to happen. Oh no. Oh. Goodness, is that this going in? I'm not sure. Make sure that there is no eggshell in this. You really do not want any eggshell whatsoever. Also, oh my god, these smell so bad! Ugh! Who likes these things? Ew! That was the worst few minutes of my life peeling these. Just, why do people enjoy them? Like, if you do enjoy them, congrats! Just, these were hell. And now we have to move on to the next step. Alright, we're gonna get to our mix, which is going to be interesting, but also I need to make sure that when you're safely doing this, you have gloves, because this step, you're dealing with ground chicken, guys! And yes, I got all of my chicken from Trader Joe's. Honestly, it's better to do it with. Also, I'm just realizing that apparently it contains buffered vinegar and rosemary extract. I don't know what that means, but we're going to put this in here. The recipe calls for 18 ounces, but we don't have that, so it's 16 ounces. These are going to be small. So we're going to take the ground chicken, and we're going to plop it into the bowl. Because we're going to do our mixture. Try to make sure I don't get any on the camera here. Oh my god, I haven't dealt with this type of ground meat in a while. Ugh. Get in here. Yee. Because the recipe only calls for a tiny amount of seasoning. We're not doing that. This recipe needs more seasoning. When I mean more seasoning, here's what I mean. We are going to do a little bit of the black pepper as it says in the original recipe. Like so. There we go. And we're also going to go with a teaspoon of salt like it says in the original recipe. I'm using pink Himalayan salt, which is what I used last time that Rosen doesn't care for. But I do. You can use whatever salt you like. Oh. Some of it poured in. No. So we're just gonna... I think already half a teaspoon already went in, so you have to sadly put half a teaspoon back. There we go. Oh, that wasn't fun. Alright, and next we're gonna do the seasonings for chicken. I think you will elevate this recipe more. Onion powder. Garlic powder. A little bit of cayenne. You don't need a lot of cayenne. You just need to do a little bit. Make sure you, the reason why I'm doing this without measuring, I know how to do my seasonings. Paprika. And this one is optional. I like to do it anyway. Ranch seasoning. But not too long. You don't need to put a lot of this in. Alright, and we're gonna get our egg. No, we're not putting vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is just for our hands, which we don't need. We're literally using gloves here. So, crack the egg. There it is. No eggshell. Easy peasy, guys. We're also gonna pour in our mix, which, oh dear God. It hardened a little bit. It's okay. It's still good. It's still good. It's still good. Just gonna... I'll probably add another teaspoon of milk though. Just a little bit, not too much. Honestly, with this mixture, I feel like I am... There you go. I feel like I'm making chicken meatballs than anything else. This feels like a chicken meatball recipe. Which honestly sounds pretty good, so if you want to, you could probably make chicken meatballs out of the same mixture. So we're gonna use our hands. We're gonna mix it all up. Don't be afraid to get dirty and gritty. I should have mixed that egg. It's okay. It's a learning experience, guys. Learning experience. Oh my God. Oh. This was in the fridge. This is so cold. Oh, my hands are cold. My hands are cold. My hands are cold. Oh my God, no. Oh my God. Can you see the mixture? Can you see the mixed goodness? It's an experience. Also, the mixture smells great. I like the smell of this mixture. Yeah. Oh, that's messy hands. Now we're gonna combine.
We're gonna combine. They're gonna combine. They're gonna combine. They're gonna combine.
Now we're gonna combine. Yes, indeed. And yeah, so this is going to be complicated, but apparently what you're supposed to do, you're gonna take our tulip chicken, take a hard-boiled egg, wrap it in, and then take this mixture and we're going to wrap it
There you go.
around, which, oh dear God, it
works. See?
It kinda works.
Yeah, it looks good to me. There you go. Yeah, it looks fine.
It is chunky and gentle. This is a big boy. No! My God, the cookies! No! I love how it says to fold the meaty end of the drumstick around. Which meaty part here? There is nothing. It's
You'll
also
cradle it in the meat. There you go.
This is difficult.
I
You
think-
don't understand.
I think it's going to turn out great.
You bake them for 400 for about 15 to 25 minutes, but it says to watch carefully. But here's one thing we're gonna do. We're gonna take the same seasonings that I did on in the mixture. We're gonna take them on the last 2 chicken drumsticks and doing like an easy like baked chicken. So that way we have a control substance just in case if I don't like this in the end, you have something.
You could have the eggless one, yeah.
Yeah. Because again, not a fan of hard-boiled eggs. They smell. If you don't like them, fine. I don't. Ah! All right, we've taken our seasoned drumsticks, which came out beautifully, and then the massive.
These look amazing.
Honestly, since I now know that I basically made meatballs on top of a drumstick, easily this is just like a made a meatball recipe with an egg in it. So I will say, it didn't look like they were mostly fully cooked. So especially when you have boned.
It did look like that?
It didn't look like it.
Did not or did?
Did not.
Okay.
So during the last 10 minutes, I cranked the temperature up to 450 for
So
both.
it should be definitely cooked now.
So these should definitely get cooked because you do not want to eat chicken
No.
when it is raw.
No, you do not.
We're gonna have to carefully take one.
Yep.
I'm gonna take this one.
All right, I'll let you cut through it and.
I'm just trying to remember where the hell the egg is.
I'm gonna probably like the. There you go. Get a nice biopsy.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, I see some pink.
It's still raw. This part, you could tell this part is still raw here.
Do you want to cook it for some more?
But the good news is that the parts that are here are cooked.
Okay.
So I'm going to get a different knife.
Yeah, I'll let you test it. I'll let you have first taste.
I'm going to I'm so freaking scared you don't believe.
Hey, you're eating the non-raw parts. It's fine.
Like, this is fully cooked. This is also, I'm trying hard-boiled egg, so come right over. Cheers.
It's real good, right?
I barely taste part of the egg. Here's the thing. I don't even think the egg is needed.
Yeah.
At least not necessary. Ooh, wow. All my seasonings are kicking in.
Can I try now?
Yeah.
Oh, that is phenomenal.
Alright, since I have you, what is your rating for
That's an S for sure.
An S?
Yeah. The meat is cooked. Well, okay, the meat is seasoned perfectly. It needs to be cooked more, obviously, but that's easily done. The egg complements it really well.
Okay. And then S, we're gonna gently just take away this part and we're gonna carefully put this back in the oven. Honestly, for me, I'm gonna put it as an S tier for now until something changes it. We don't know what will change it, especially because this is the first meat thing and everything else we have afterwards is going to be fish.
Keep it as an S, yeah.
I'm going to give it an S unless something makes it better than the S tier. But what will I change? It should not be 400. For 20 minutes, this is an actual food that has bone in it, and when you have a boned item, it takes longer to cook. I would highly suggest, since there's still pink in it, this is called 20 minutes. I'm going to put an additional 20 minutes on it. But also speaking... 40? Yeah, 4 until. Speaking of which, I do remember that we do have the controlled substance, so we're going to quickly cut into this and see if this cooked through. Which actually...
Yeah, okay, so...
This one actually did cook through, and I want to see how this is real quick.
Yeah, I would... Yeah.
Hot.
It seems like the seasoning is a winner.
This is my seasoning I add to this recipe.
Yeah.
This, on its own without the modifications, definitely an S tier. Definitely very good. Modifications to this recipe. This should be about 40 minutes until, because you literally have, again, there's still pieces that are raw. It's still bone food. This should go for 40 minutes until, and also crank the temperature up from 400 to 425 at the very least.
What'd you think of the hard-boiled egg?
Don't even taste it. I don't taste it.
Well, you go white. You didn't get any of the yolk.
No.
You can try the yolk later.
No. I've tried a hard-boiled egg, and I can say I've tried it.
Fair enough.
But definitely, this is an S tier. You already have the recipe thrown all along. But thank you guys so much for joining me on Sanji's Kitchen, and I'm gonna play D&D. So back to you guys. Woo!